The Goodiebox from October 2020 is called the Myself Zone. And for this box, they were entering, or they told us to enter the Myself Zone. And they start out saying that everything has two sides to it, two opposite sides. So we have the good and the bad, the naughty, the nice, the sweet, the salty. You guys get what I mean. So what better way to explore both sides than with this month's goodie box is what they say, because this box is double-sided, which is the first ever double-sided box. So you can choose yourself if you want to tone it up, pep it up, I guess, not tone it up, or tone it down. And I have a lot of things to say about this box. But first up, the description is very low-key. It's very opposites. You can either drink a whole flask of wine with your friends or lay down on your back all day doing nothing. So I was really looking forward to this crazy festive side and then a toned down, very calm and collected side. And guys, we got this type of box. You can see this is definitely the wild side, and I can tell you no, you're actually totally wrong, because there are no tone it down sides. There is only the ugly purple side or the ugly blue side. And when I say ugly, I mean it could have been worse, but this definitely does not signal tone it down or pep it up for me. This is just two wild sides, seems a bit unorganized, and honestly I don't find it that pretty. I really hoped I had that one side who was maybe just one plain color, so that I could enjoy the box and use the side that I wanted. Instead we got two that are equally confusing and equally wild. So they totally did not hit the brief. They just missed the mark completely for me with that part. But I think I might have ranted enough about the box itself. We will be looking at 5 products in this box, in this beautiful, beautiful box. And I kind of just want to get straight into it, because this box was a bit weird for me. Yeah, let's just get into it. For the first product, we are looking at the La Rose Regenerating Mask Stick. And I have a lot of thoughts about this one, because I thought it was super innovative and super messy, somehow. Their words, I took 2 of the words, like we have the Goodiebox words and the words that are actually written on this product. And the Goodiebox say that it's a good clay mask and it gives no mess. It is easy to apply, gives a glow, and that's it. On the bottle itself though, it does say it both repairs, purifies and detoxifies. So it is 3 in 1 action that should help soothe, soften, detoxify of like all the impurities, I think, and toxins in the skin. I don't know why it will purify all of those. I really got no idea, but it's somehow able to do it. Maybe it's just because the translation is a bit wrong. This is a French product as far as I can see, so it might be because something got lost in translation, but it does sound a bit weird to me. And honestly, I thought at first, this is dang genius. You don't really see a mask like this that often. It is like a deodorant, a roll-up. You simply just roll it up and smear it on your face. So it is super easy. I thought that was very cool and very innovative and just a genius move. So I was very curious to how that would be. And I can tell you guys, when I first applied it, it was damn hard. It actually came, I took it off, but it came with this plastic cap on. So actually my boyfriend did this, but he like we pushed it up and then he dug into the clay mask to get the lid off before I can actually use it. So the part with you being able to do this without a mess was a hard pass. I mean, it made no sense to say that, considering the fact that you have to dig into the product to actually get that extra lid off. They could have just made an airtight lid like this one they have on, so I really don't know why they needed that extra layer, but it just didn't really work that well for me. When I put it on, it was very easy. You just smear it all over, and then you were supposed to, in the videos they showed, we had this woman with a very white face, so we could see it should really give this clay white mask look, and I didn't get that. I got like a okay white. I'm very pale, maybe trying to look as a ghost like look, but I didn't get a really white layer. Of course that's okay, it's not like it makes the biggest difference if I don't have as thick a layer on, but it just seems a bit like cheating to show this is how it's going to look and then it's not going to look like that at all. That makes me a bit sad. Nonetheless, it worked fine. I put it on. It wasn't as big of a layer, but I kept it on and I didn't feel anything as long as I had it on, so it didn't tingle, it didn't feel bad on the skin. And when I took it off, it did feel a bit brighter, not much. It didn't look very much brighter, but a little bit brighter. But my face felt drier. And I don't know if that's because I used warm water or way too warm water, I really don't know. But for the 2-3 times I think I have used this mask, my face has been looking a bit brighter, but overall also a bit drier after this. And I have been using it a few times now and I don't really see any other effects than that, so I really don't know where they were going with the claims on this. I should probably stop ranting like this actually about it. The feel on this is very weird. When you roll it on or put it on or smear it on, it does feel kind of like putting deodorant on your face. So you kind of have to get past that first step of what am I doing to actually get to the actual feeling of the product. Nonetheless, as I said before, it felt and looked a bit clearer and a bit brighter, but it also felt a bit drier after using it. The actual packaging of this I liked. I really loved it at first because I thought it would be a functional twist up, easy go-to stick. And I do like the stick. I think it's still genius to do it as a stick, but I still wonder about that lid. I really don't get. The packaging itself, like the rose tones, the rose color, I think it's very cute and I like it. I like how it looks, I like the idea. I'm just a bit sad about how they executed it. So yeah, the scent on this is actually 2 scents, or maybe a mix of it. I would say it smells like clay and it also smells like perfume, which I'm not sure is that great, so I can possibly imagine that there should be at least some fragrance in this. Now there are no labels on the mask stick, but there are 9 ingredients that I would like to tell you about, and I only took 4, I think, out of this. I'll just read them to you like I usually do. We got 2 goods, 1 bad, that I actually already said the bad one, but you can imagine. And then we got a so-so ingredient that depends, like it depends on how much is in the product, if it's good or if it's bad. And I'm still a bit iffy about it, I still don't know, but let me read to you guys. We got glycerin, which is a replenishing and restoring ingredient. It also hydrates. We got titanium dioxide, which is whitening, thickening, lubricating, and a sunscreen ingredient, so it protects against UVA and UVB. The bad ingredient we got is fragrance, which I already said, it smells like clay and fragrance. And the thing with fragrance is you don't know if it's 1 or 20 different components of fragrance in here, so it can potentially be very sensitizing. And for me, I just would rather they just told me there is 4 types and then specifically say which it is, instead of saying fragrance, because fragrance is such a big term. The one I don't really know about is actually sodium hydroxide, and this is also lye. Normally, like when they use it in small amounts, it helps like hold the pH in the product, and it can also be a cleansing and denaturing agent. It can be skin sensitizing in high concentrations, but to be honest, it is the last product on the list, so it shouldn't be so bad, but still there's only 9 ingredients, so I don't really know how much is actually in here. Yeah, so I still don't know if it's really good, if it's really bad, what it is. For me, I don't think it's really a problem, since I haven't felt any problems with it. Also concerning the fragrance, I haven't felt anything other than extra dry skin. So I don't think it's that bad, but it can definitely be bad if you see it high on the ingredient list. Concerning the claims, we had one claim that I agreed with, and that is it brightens a little bit. And that's it. I know it says you have to use it 2 times a week to get the real effect, but I have been using it 3 times, I think I said before. I'm pretty sure it's about 3 times. I still haven't seen anything other than that one thing, so sorry about that. The price is 126 Danish, 17 in euros, and 20 in US dollars. And I will definitely not buy a new one. I will keep using it to see if some of the other effects show up. But if they don't, I don't really think I will use it, because I don't feel like it really gives me that much of an effect. I wouldn't use my 1 mask a week to use this, since I don't feel it like it gets the right effects. So can you follow me? Did that make sense? I really hope it did. So I will use it, but if it doesn't get better, I will stop and I will not buy a new one. Very sorry, I love the idea. Please try again. Second product is a product that I am also kind of disappointed in. This is the Niré Beauty Slanted Tweezer. And I was actually looking for a tweezer when I got this, because I need one in my beauty box, toolbox, I don't know what to call it. It's the box I use when I usually wax. So I guess this came in pretty handy. Their words, they say this should not just work fantastic, it also looks fantastic, and it should be able to remove all unwanted hairs. And I think I should just get right into it. It's okay. I have tried so many of Niré's beauty products, or like brushes, face tools, so on and so forth. And this is the only one I don't love. It's okay. It's just okay. It's not like it works fantastic. It looks fantastic. I mean, it does look pretty good, right? But I can still accidentally squeeze myself. I don't feel like it's, I don't know, maybe not sharp enough. I really don't know. But with my normal, very good tweezers, I never pinch myself. I did a couple of times with this, so it works, it gets the hair, it's just okay, nothing more, nothing less. I'm so very sorry. As you can see, it's like a stainless steel, normal tweezer, and it doesn't smell like anything because it's stainless steel. The packaging it came with, I loved, though. This one, the packaging on the tweezer itself is fine. It's very normal, but it came in this cute little box. I will just put a video up somewhere, a picture or something, so you can actually see how it looked. But it was dang cute. It came in this little packaging where you could like open it up, and then it said, let's see, what did it say? It said, "Hi pretty, browse it going," like a cute little pun. And then you could open this box, piece of paper up, take the tweezer out, and if you wanted to use it again, you could travel with this piece of paper, so you could just put it in, close it, and travel with it, so it would be kept safe and you would know where it was, which I thought was really cool. The packaging was also recyclable and can be recycled again, so I love that with all their products. The labels on this one though, I kind of had a laugh and I had to tell my boyfriend, because normally all of their products are vegan friendly, they are hypoallergenic and recyclable, like the materials in them, but this one is also not tested on animals. And maybe I'm just stupid, but why and how would you test a tweezer on animals? I get beauty products because there can be allergies or problems with some of the ingredients, but this is just normal stainless steel. Like, are animals allergic to stainless steel, or did you want to see if it actually worked by pulling the hairs out of the animal? I really don't know how this can be not tested on animals, really. Like, how would you even test it on animals? So I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer. I guess it's a good thing that you can always put it on there, like, oh, they don't test them on animals. But if you just think a short moment, it's just like, why would they test on animals? It wouldn't make any sense. It just wouldn't. So yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but I don't understand what they were saying. The claims on this, I don't agree. I agree, but I don't agree. It does not work fantastic, it just works good. I'm very sorry, but that's how it was. It did remove all unwanted hair, but not as fantastic as they claim it should be. So it's a so-so, maybe kind of did what it did. Nonetheless, I will definitely keep on using it since I was in need of one. So I will use it like when I wax and there's a couple of hairs left. I usually just use a tweezer to pull that extra hair, those hairs out. And it is actually good to have one that I don't love too much to do that, because it will kind of get a bit sticky and a bit ruined with all the wax. The price is 120, 16, that didn't make sense, 120 in Danish kroner, 16 in euros, and then 19 in US dollars. We are now at the middle child, and this is our middle child for today, product number 3, the Moshi Mind. It is a Konjac sponge, and they say this is supposed to exfoliate carefully, give a natural glow or natural shine, and clean deeply. And I actually had a Konjac sponge before, when it was like a beauty trend to have one. Everyone had one once here in Denmark, and I had one at that point. I don't remember how it went, so I was kind of curious to see if this was really good, or if the reason I forgot how the other one went because it was just meh. So I was pretty curious to see that. And can you guys guess how it went? Maybe just a bit meh. So it soaked very quickly. It had to soak for 3 to 5 minutes. It soaked very quickly, became very big, and then I applied it, and I didn't really see that much of a difference. I did see a cleaner face and just a smidge of, not, I wouldn't say it was glowy, but my skin looked less dull, if that makes sense. So I don't really feel like that it did that much of a difference when I really used it. The feeling though it gives on my face is very funny, because when you soak it, it gets very jelly-like. So it feels like rubbing jello or something gelatin on your face, which is kind of interesting. A feeling I didn't think I would really learn to know. But apparently I don't remember my old sponge was like this, but it's also many years ago. So that's kind of fun, but it's not a bad feeling. It's just very gentle and very jello-like. So you don't really feel that exfoliating part in it. It kind of just comes with it. instead of like, it seems like more like a cleaning ball or something, where you just rub it all over and the exfoliating part comes afterwards. And the packaging this came in, I was really confused about, because it came in a little box. I already threw it out, unfortunately, but I will have some pictures you can see where it was in the box, and then this one was in plastic, which I feel is very weird. It was tightly packaged in, instead of just putting it straight into the box itself. And when I had to open it, I actually almost ruined the sponge itself, because I had to really stab or bite into it so hard that I almost just poked into the sponge itself, which is just a bit sad. But the box itself was pretty nice. It had a lot of instructions and information about the product, so at least I like that. The smell of this, I still don't know. I don't think it really smells like anything, which is a good thing. And they say it's 100% vegetable fiber, but that's the only real labels that are actually on the sponge. A thing I want to say though is they say we should use it and then store it in a place to dry. And right now this sponge is still not completely dry. I used it like in the afternoon one day, and then the morning after it was like approximately 17 hours and something, and it still wasn't dry completely. So it can be a bit tough to get it actually dry, but of course it does have to be wet for you to use it, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. There's 3 ingredients in this one, and it's actually pretty easy to talk about them. I'll just find my paper. Because this is a Konjac sponge, it is made with the Amorphophallus Konjac root powder, which is just the powder the konjac root itself makes, and it's actually the part that is abrasive. It is the part that exfoliates the skin and exfoliates the face. Then we got the water, and I'm kind of just guessing here because I couldn't really find exactly how these work together, but the water is usually used to dissolve other products or ingredients or help them go into each other, so I am guessing they must bind the collagen and the powder in this product, because the third and last product is collagen, which is a protein that's normally found in humans. It's found not pretty much everywhere, but I guess in hairs and muscles and all over, and it actually all in all works against the signs of aging. So these are the only 3 products or the only 3 ingredients in here, so it's pretty easy to see if there's actually anything bad in it. The claims I can agree to. It was a very mild exfoliator. It did give a bit of shine or a bit of less dullness, but I didn't really see that much of a difference. That might just be because my face is used to being exfoliated, so most of the dead skin cells I already have on my face is gone already. But nonetheless, I feel like it works like it's supposed to. It's not really bad, it's just kind of weird, like the feeling of it and how soft it is, so you can be a bit confused about how often you should use it, because it's very mild, but it is also an exfoliator, and normally you wouldn't exfoliate more than twice a week, and they say this is a good addition to your cleansing routine, and normally you would cleanse every day, so I'm a bit unsure about when I should use it. The cost of it is 99 Danish, 13.5 euros and $15.5 US. And I will definitely keep on using it, but as I said, I'm a bit unsure about when I should use it, because it is an exfoliator, but they say you should use it in your cleansing routine. So I don't really know, but I will definitely keep on using it until I feel like I don't get anything out of it. The 4th product is the Emité Makeup Nail Lacquer, and this nail polish is supposed to be very colorful, easy to apply with a white brush. It is supposed to dry quickly and last for very long, and I think this color looks very pretty. It's actually the one I got on right now. If we just look away from the fact that it's already chapped, that's my mistake. I'm sorry, I didn't treat them well. But that is the color I have on, and the color is named Hone. it is super easy to apply, so I must give them that. It took like 2 to 3 swipes maybe to get it on, and it is very opaque, so I feel like I get the payoff in immediately. Not just in a few seconds, immediately actually. It does dry super quickly, so when I get to the last nail, usually my first nail will be almost completely dry, so it takes like up to 2 minutes, but not really more. The color itself looks very pretty on the nails, and the packaging I also really like. It's very normal for nail polish, but it does look a bit more sleek than the normal nail polishes. The scent, I bet you can kind of guess what it is. It smells like nail polish. That's just it. There's no labels on this, and I won't be going into the ingredients either, simply because I don't feel the ingredients is nail polish is as important as in skincare or in makeup, because it won't be going directly on your face, it will only be going on your nail. I am still aware though that there might be some problematic things in nail polishes at sometimes, but I don't really use them that much that I want to invest my time into getting to know them. Sorry about that, but that's just the harsh truth. The claims I can agree to mostly. Dries very fast. It does swoop on, gets on in pretty much one swipe, so really quick to apply, easy to apply, easy to dry, but not as long lasting. The nail polish I've had on now, I've had on for 2 or 3 days, and it has started chapping, even when I sealed the ends in. The only thing is though that I did not use a base or a top coat on this, so if I did that it might definitely be holding up better. So by itself, like, I don't think it's really long lasting. With the top and base coat I think it could be, but by itself it's pretty so-so. Yeah, so sorry about that. But 127 is the price of this one in Danish. It is 17 in euros and 20 in US dollars, and I will definitely keep on using it because I truly like the color and I think it's very easy to use and very fast to dry, and I am actually thinking about buying a new one in another color. The last product we got is this Luxliss Miracle Leave-In Treatment, and they have a lot of promises on this one. Honestly, I think some of them fall flat. I can't believe you can have this many benefits without like any precautions. Like, I just think that sounds unreasonable and too good to be true. Let me just read some of the benefits that are actually on here, or all of the benefits. It adds silkiness and shine, moisturizes and repairs, is a weight loss detangler, adds elasticity, thickens fine hair, eliminates frizz, thermal protection, color protect, light hold, and anti-UV. It just seems like way too much at once, guys. And I really think some of these fall flat. That's at least what I thought when I tried it out at first. And I did not try it with any warm products, simply because I was afraid I didn't believe the product, and I'm so sorry. But when you give me these many benefits, it just seems a bit too good to be true. And when I used it, it was very easy. Like, the formula of this is very thin, so I did squeeze a bit too much out at first, but that's not the worst thing that can happen. It did feel very nice. It moisturized, it felt like it nourished and hydrated my hair, so that was definitely good, but I didn't really see any other real effects of this. The packaging, I like. It's kind of beach-like with these colors, like the yellow and the blue. It kind of reminds me of a beach, but I just want to say the cap on this turns the wrong way. It is so annoying, so when I open it up, I open it the wrong side of the actual bottle. I know this is so unimportant, but it matters to me because it annoys me a lot, okay? The scent of this, kind of plasticky, I really don't know. It's very weird, I really don't know. There are no labels on this product, and there is only one ingredient that I want to talk about in here, and it is fragrance, which I think is super weird. not because there is fragrance. I mean, people put fragrance in a lot of different things. And the thing with fragrance is, again, you don't know if it's 1, 20, 60 different fragrances or fragrant components, so it can be very sensitizing. But the only fact, or the fact that there's only fragrance as a bad thing in here, is that that also means there's no good things in it. How can you get all these benefits to your hair without having even one really, really good or great ingredient? Normally I never take the like, okay, good ingredients in here, but if you really want to show me what you got, if you really want me to believe in these benefits, at least give me a few products that I just feel like, dang, that's a good one. Dang, I want that in my hair. At least give me one, please. Because when I read the ingredient list, I just went like, no. Definitely not as good as they want it to be, or they tell me it is. I won't believe it, I can't believe it, I will not try it. So I have used it like a normal regular like leave-in treatment, and it helped a lot. Like it did good if I just saw it as a regular treatment. It added a bit of shine, and it helped it look softer, nicer, and moisturized. It hydrated, nourished, but it didn't really do much else than that. That's simply it. It's not a miracle, it's just a treatment, okay? Just a treatment. A good one? Yes, but not a miracle. The price is 170 for one of these. This is in Danish. It is 23 in euros and 27 in US dollars. And I am going to use it up. I mean, why not? It's a good treatment, so I will use it up, but I won't buy a new one. I don't think I'll get enough out of it. And I don't really actually use that many things on my hair, so I guess that's just how it's going to go. So that's all the 5 products from this box. Have you guys tried any of these out? And if yes, like what do you think? Because I feel like this was a bit hit and miss. I got one product that I really liked. This one I really liked. I got 3 pretty meh products, like the Tweezer, okay. The sponge, okay. Hair treatment was okay. And the stick just messed completely. So I really don't know. What do you guys think? Have you tried them? Do you have any idea? Like, have you ever seen or tried a mask stick before? Because I feel like this is such a cool concept and I would like to see it more. Who wouldn't like to not get the hands messy? Just saying. So that's all for today. And I just hope you all have a happy life, one day at a time.